Rambling Company Gaming. I am Aeodan, and this is Rozz. We are here for Game 3 of our Shadow War campaign with my Orkz and Rozz's Space Wolves. Just kind of want to give a shout out there. First two games, we totally screwed up the melee phase. We were doing it completely wrong. So I want to give a shout out to the Body Gamer. He pointed it out and said, hey man, you're screwing this up. Thank you, we really appreciate that. It will be correct in this game, but I'm sure we'll be making some other mistakes.
I got that covered, don't worry.
So, you know, I had to burn some cache. I had to burn a cache to make my army function again after the major loss of my big shooter. So I'm reeling a little bit. I need a win. In this game, we're going to be playing the mission Scavenger, and I'll kind of go over that when I go over the board. But so it should be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to playing it.
There's a lot of orcs. I'm kind of nervous looking at that pile over there.
Yeah, we're going for that extra rule where I get +1 leadership when I outnumber you.
Okay.
Yeah,
you did that. Good job.
If I double you, I get +2. So let's keep rolling that. So
kill some orcs.
So it should be good. It's gonna be a good game. We're really enjoying playing so far. Hope you're enjoying. Thank you for your views. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Please subscribe below. Follow us on Twitter at Rambling Gaming. We enjoy all the comments and all the people interacting with us. It's a lot of fun right now. So here we're coming back with our army overviews. Alright, here is my revitalized Orc team. I had to spend a cache and get an extra 100 points to make sure I was still functioning as a normal army. Quick rundown again. I have my boss right here, Boss Knob Rob. He's got his combi shooter and a power claw and a red dot laser. Moving on down, this is one of my new guys. This is Blood Gasha. He has heavy armor, a shooter, and a red dot laser. Another boy right here, Arachnock, red dot laser, heavy armor, and a shooter. We got Ugzum. He's got a choppa and a slugga and heavy armor. We got Grignuk here, another boy, but he just has a shooter and a red dot laser, no heavy armor on him. We got Zuktuk. He's a youth with a red dot laser and a shooter. And also we got Zrogdar with a red dot laser and a shooter. And we got Waka with a red dot laser and a shooter. These guys are all youths. And my final youth is Butts Mazak with he just has a shank and a slugga and no extra armor on him as well. And that is my 9-man Orc team.
And here are the stalwart Space Wolves, all except for Ingvar over there. He's going to take a little bit of a nap. He had a boo-boo last round, so he's going to sit this one out. So we've got 5 men coming at you. We've got Ulfni, who's still got his disarm ability. Gustav is back in action, and oh my gosh, what do you see upon him but paint? He's not done yet, and I've kind of decked him out. Maybe he'll do something today. He's got red dot laser, photo visor, clip harness, and toxic rounds. Then we have Thor Valder ready to go, as you've seen him before. Then we've got Halvar, same as ever. And then Brynjar, he has picked up Hellfire rounds, and he actually has his camo cloak this week. This will be a rare occasion where you actually see Rozz do painting, and after what happened to me with Aeodan's dice, I've gone and got some of my own. So perhaps those will avail me some success. Let us see.
So rolling off for who chooses sides and deploys first. Let's see. Low number does it. Right there, that's a 2. So Rozz will pick his side and will deploy first, and then the Orcs will deploy, and we'll roll off to see who goes first.
So, armies have been set. Orcs are aligned in a beautiful line to hurt the wolves, who are tucked, hiding away, because orcs.
So a quick overview of the game we're playing. We're playing Scavengers. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3 loot on the table. And the goal is for us to go and get the loot, and if you get half or more than half of the loot, the majority of the loot, and you get that back within your deployment zone, then you win the game, or you also win by bottling your opponent. And just as a reminder, I almost forgot, we have Grignuk hanging out right there. He was out the last game, and this game he now has hatred. And he has hatred for Ulfni, who's hanging right back there. Meaning he has leadership 10 when he can see Ulfni, and gets to re-roll in his first melee combat against Ulfni. So this should be pretty nasty. We'll see how that goes. So as an added thing, we have this little plate here. I believe that came in a Loot Crate, did that not, Rozz?
It did indeed. Thank you, Loot Crate.
Loot Crate, you can sponsor us if you want. Please do. That'd be nice. We'll do that for sure. But this actually plays into the Scavenger mission well, because at the beginning of each of our turns, we roll a die, and on a 6, a monster appears out, a mutant, and tries to eat our opponent. So we're hoping that happens a lot. I think it could be really interesting. So we added this little sign here to kind of add a little flavor. Roll off to see who goes first. High number automatically goes first. 3-1. Looks like Orkz get to go first.
Look, minute dice do the same thing as Adams.
Yes, they do. Alright, I'm going to start my Orc movement phase. With my 4-inch movement, these guys are just going to kind of hoof it up to here. And since they won't be able to reach anyone, they're both hiding. Guess what? Here. We're both hiding.
Bold move. Let's see if it works out for him,
We're going to... Moving on up. Moving on up. They're just going to chill there. And then we're going to go for a run over here. So these two guys have run. And Ugzum, who's chilling and hiding back here, is going to run up to that ladder. And add a run token to him as well. That's all my moving. Okay, we're going to start with my Orc shooting. We're going to start right here. And he's going to kind of swing right over here, and he can just barely catch that guy right there. So I got a -2 because of the cover. And with my red dot laser, so it'd be normally on 4s or better, but -2, so I'll be hitting on 6s. Let's see how many shots I get. D3 sustained shots. I'll take 2 shots. Needing a 6 to hit. First one, no good. Second one, no good. Too bad. And my new guy right here, he is going to be taking a shot at this guy hiding in here. He can just barely see him, but he can see him, so it is okay. Same thing, -2. Let's see how many shots he gets. 2 shots, hitting on 6s. Miss, there's no one in the way for a stray shot, and no good. Always good with the Orc shooting, and that's the end of the Orc turn. Space Wolf check for the mutants. Nope, we like those 2s. So no mutant again. Space Wolf movement.
Alright. Ulfni is going to take 2 inches to pop out on that corner, and he's actually going to go ahead and run all the way up to that cover right there. Over here we've got Thorvaldr. He's going to pop around and sprint up into that cover, so he's been running. But he has shoot from the hip, so he might still get to do that. And then I've got Halvar, who's going to basically follow his commander up the field. Taking position, he also ran. And then up here, Brynjar is going to take his 5-inch movement to get right in that window to have some fun.
And trouble, guys.
Gustav is going to, quote-unquote, hide, because he has a sniper rifle and he can still shoot.
Coward.
Indeed. Alright, we're starting with Gustav here. Taking aim all the way over here at that guy.
Blood gasha.
So, let's see what happens. It's got the red dot laser and the photo visor, so there's no cover there, and +1 to his ballistic skill. Yep. So hitting on a 2. Cocked die.
Yeah, I'll give you that cocked die.
Thank you.
He hits on a 4.
We have a hit. And then what happens? He's got the toxic rounds.
Okay.
So, well, we'll see if he gets wounded first. Strike 4.
Oh, that is a wound. Is there any minus on that?
I'll have to check. I don't recall the sniper rifle.
So we just double checked. There's a -1 on that, so I get a 5 up with my heavy armor. A 2, so he's going to take a wound.
And there's a little bit of a different table on the toxic rounds. Let's see what we get. We get a 6.
He's out of action.
He is out of action.
Buddy, you just got in this game. What the heck is going on? Stop it. Oh, we need to double check and see if your guy comes out of hiding.
Good call. On a 4+, he does not. 1, 2, 3, he can be shot as normal. 4+, he's still in hiding.
He's still hiding because you got that silencer. Good job, buddy.
Brinjar up here with his load of good equipment, including Hellfire rounds, is going to be taking a beautiful shot at Boss Knob Rob.
Right
who
down
is
there.
Just out of any real kind of cover. So Brinjar is going to be hitting on a 2. Cocked die, call it. And
he misses on a 1.
Alright, and then we have Thorvalder, who is also going to shoot at Boss Knob Rob.
And he's allowed to do that because he has the skill shoot from the hip. So we'll be at a -1 automatically.
And he's going to be hitting on a 4 then.
Well, -1 for my running as well.
Well, he'll be hitting on a 5 then, but cocked die. These dice are great.
Stop doing that.
4, no dice.
No hit.
Alright. End of Space Wolf shooting, and seeing as how there is no melee combat, that will be the end of the Space Wolf turn.
This guy right here was within 2 inches of someone who went out, so he has to take a leadership. I am still outnumbering the Space Wolves, so my leadership is an 8. And we get it exactly on an 8. Whoo! We don't need to go running already, boys. Stay strong. Let's see if the monster arrives this turn. He does! On a 6. Now we gotta find the Space Wolf who is the furthest away from anyone else.
Give us a second while we do some measuring. After a brief bit of measuring, we decided that it was Ulfni who is the most isolated and the easiest target. So we are going to roll a d6 to see what happens. On a 1, he empties his entire clip, has to take an ammo check, and defeats the monster. On a 2 through 5, he just defeats it. On a 6, a shot is heard, and then nothing more.
Come on, 6. 2.
A 2.
He defeated the monster.
Yeah, Ulfni. You should level up for that.
So my 4 guys here that were in hiding are no longer in hiding. They're not moving because they're going to have some decent looks at some guys to shoot. So they're not doing anything. Moving right here. Zrogdar's going to move up to here. And he's just going to hang out there so he can shoot some Space Wolves. Now, Boss Knob Rob is going to go for some runs. I've done some measuring on this. He's going to run here, climb up the ladder, and end up there. And Butzmazak is technically there, but we're just going to leave him right down there.
Seems like a safe bet.
They both run. And last but not least, Ugzum is coming up here and running another couple inches to there. So he's trying to get that loot as fast as he can. Alright, we're going to start with some shooting. Right here, we're taking a shot into Ulfni. D3 shots. 2 shots. Now he ran and he's in cover, -2 cover, so -3 overall, meaning I hit on a 7. So needing a 6 and a 4. So 2 shots. First one, nothing. Second one, hits. Ammo check on a 5. Pass. Come on, 4. Nope, 4. No, nothing. Darn it. Moving on down the line, same idea, shooting into Ulfni. How many shots? 3 shots. We'll take it.
Look at this guy.
Needing 7s. Miss. Second one. Nothing. And third one. Nothing. Good shooting, guys. Keep it working down the line. Run to here. He cannot see Ulfni, so he's changing his line right over to here. Who's that?
Thorvalder.
Thorvalder. Let's see how many shots I get. 1 shot. Same deal as the other one, needing a 7. 6s and 4s. Nothing. And last but not least, over here, Arachnock is shooting once again over into Thorvalder. D3 shots. 3 shots. Still needing a 7. That is a 6. Ammo check real quick. Passes. Get that 4. And that'll be a hit. Let's see if I wound on a 4. I do not wound, but he is now pinned. But I still have 2 more shots with him. So I can now move on to the next target since I will not be able to see Thorvalder anymore. So Thorvalder is pinned. He is now out of my line of sight. So I can, since he is within 4 inches, I can move my next 2 shots over there.
Because someone went down right next to him, Thorvalder, Halvar must do a quick leadership to see if he gets pinned or not. On an 8, he passes with flying colors. So 2 more shots coming from Aeodan into
Eating the 7s.
Halvar.
No 6. No 6. But we did pin one guy, so we'll take that. And last but not least, We have right here, and he is going to be shooting into, who is that again?
Halvar.
Halvar. Let's see how many shots I get. D3. 1 shot. Still needing a 7. Hits.
Look at this
well,
guy.
It's ammo check. Pass with flying colors on that ammo check. Come on, 4. No! I want to take another one down. But, I'll take a pin on that. And, that'll be the end of the Orc turn. Starting with our monster roll. Let's see what happens. Ooh, he got a 6. And we already kind of discussed it. Right here is the Orc that is the furthest away. Let's see what happens to him. 5, so he defeats the monster. Good job. Good job, buddy.
Quick initiative test to see if Thorvaldr is able to get back up at the start of his turn. Absolutely he is.
He pops right back up and will function as normal, and they shall know no fear. It's a great rule.
Alright, so we're going to start with Halvar. Halvar is going to haul himself across their full 8-inch run, and Thorvaldr is also going to make a similar run, kind of tuck in there as well. Over here, Brynjar is going to attach his clip harness to the building.
Doesn't want to fall.
Gustav is still tucked in there hiding like a champ. And then we've got Ulfni, who's going to run 5 inches to the ladder, and then his next 5 inches up the ladder.
And since he is touching the loot crate, he has now picked it up and has the loot. Good job, buddy.
Alright, we're starting some shooting with Gustav. Gustav is going to take a shot up here at Boss Knob Rob. So, he's got his red dot laser and his visor, which with the cover he's got basically moves it to being a ballistic skill 4 with no cover at this point. Hitting on a 3.
That hits. That is an ammo check.
That is an ammo check. Sniper rifles are 7+. 6. He fails that.
So he is out of ammo.
But the shot still happens.
Shot still happens, so Boss Knob Rob has been hit.
Which leads to a whole bunch of fun things, but let's see what happens. Wounding on a 4+.
He does not wound him, so he is just pinned, and now he has to take an initiative test. Thankfully, Boss Knob Rob actually has a 3 initiative, so he's not as bad. Come on, don't fall. He falls.
That is a 5-inch fall.
Dude. 5-inch fall down to here, and we're gonna have to double check because technically Butts Mazak was right underneath him, so this could end poorly for us. So we're gonna double check that rule real quick and make sure we get this right. This is kind of a unique situation that we're dealing with here. In the book, we didn't see where it fully addressed exactly what we're dealing with here. So if you see us do this wrong, let us know. But we came up with something that we think works out. Since Butts Mazak was technically standing up here, he was only 1 inch away from Boss Knob Rob. We need to roll first to see if Boss Knob Rob hits him on the way down. And so that would be on a 4+. Boss Knob Rob would clip Butts Mazak. He does not. Butts Mazak is still going to be chilling there. So that changes that a little bit. Alright, now Boss Knob Rob fell 5 inches, which means he will take, since it was a fall greater than 3 inches, he will take D6 wounds. How many do we get? 2 wounds. Now that'll be strength 5 hits. Let's see if they wound Rob. First one will wound him. Second one will wound him. So he has taken 2 wounds now. Let's see if they go through his armor. Now that is a strength 5 hit is a -2 to armor. So I have a 6-up armor save on both of these. Let's see what happens. I fail both of them. And the first one is his first wound, so he does not take a penalty on that one. He does not take an injury check on that one. But the second one would be his first wound at 0. So let's see what happens to him. 5, he is just down. So I guess that could have been worse. So Boss Knob Rob, flip you over, and you are now down. Alright. And there was a ton of checks there. Butts Mazak also, since he was in 2 inches technically of Boss Knob Rob, now must take a break test, which he passes exactly on an 8 because we are still outnumbering the Space Wolves.
We've got Brynjar taking his shot on
Ugzum.
Ugzum up top there. Ugzum ran and he is in cover, so he gets -3 to hit. But Brynjar's got red dot laser, ballistic skill 5, and the photo visor, so he's hitting on...
Still hitting on a 2. That's a 6.
And an ammo check, 5 up. Cock die, doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter, you are fine
So he's
on that.
good. It's a hit, strength 4.
Toughness.
We're using Hellfire rounds now.
Ooh.
I need to double check Hellfire rounds.
Jeez, guys, we gotta check a lot of rules. We apologize for all these intermissions here. Checking lots of rules. Makes the game more fun, though, with all these rules. Still learning, but we are enjoying this game thoroughly. So the Hellfire rounds will do D3 wounds. One wound.
One wound. And
Strength 4. That's a 1.
Nothing.
No wound.
Alright, but he was hit.
He was hit, so he is pinned. Poor Orkz.
And we've got one shot from the hip, from here to there.
But because of the running and the cover, it's -3.
So we are hitting on a 6, and I'm firing this in the high strength profile. No hits.
No hit on a 5. You're still okay, buddy. Monster check, needing a 6. That's a 1. That's no good. Alright, we'll jump right into movement. Orkz is going to crawl his 2 inches and pick up the Prometheum cache. Or loot, or whatever it is. Good job, buddy. Down here, Butts Mazak. He's actually technically right here. As I measured it, he's going to run to there, and then run 3 inches back to there. He also has the loot. And last but not least, right here, Zrogdar. We count these just as 1-inch barriers. He's just going to hoof over, and he is going to have some fun unloading on stuff. We're going to start shooting here, into there. We got a beautiful shot there, wide open. D3 shots. Of course, it's only 1. -1 because they ran, so hitting on a 5. That is a hit on a 6. Ammo check. Pass on a 9. Wounding on a 4. Does not wound, but I pinned a guy. I'll take it.
So we've got Thorvaldr is pinned.
And now we're going to move over to my shooting over here. We're going to start right here. I can just barely see this guy's leg. Right there.
Halvar, bad at getting into cover. Boo!
But I can see his leg. So, D3 shots. 1 shot at -3, so needing a 7. 6 and a 4, no. Exact same situation right here. D3 shots. 1 shot. Stop it, Orkz!
Love it.
Needing a 7. No. Moving on down the line. Right here, we're going to take a shot up top. Stop falling over.
Shooting over here at Ulfni.
Ulfni. Same idea. Needing 7s to hit on these as well. D3 shots, 1 shot. Stop it, guys. Come on, 6. No good. And last but not least, Arachnak, the same guy over there, the second one, is going to shoot D3 shots. 2 shots, thank goodness. Needing a 7. No good. No good. Orkz, you're killing me, guys.
But not killing me.
Oh, that was rough. And that is the end of our Orc turn.
Really quickly, to see if Halvar gets pinned by the shooting that happened to...
Not pinned, but runs away.
Break test, that's
Break
it.
test.
Needing an 8. He fails.
So he runs 2d6 inches, trying to get as close to cover as he can. So he's running 10 inches away from the Orcs.
Basically straight back along the table. I'm guessing 10 inches is going to be right about here, you think?
Yeah, we'll double check that.
We'll put him there and we'll check back with you in just a moment.
And recovery check on Boss Nabrab. 6. He is out of action. This is not going great so far. And also during my recovery phase, Orkz stands on up. Buddy, you cannot go down again. You got some loot. Monster roll. 5. Nothing.
Let's see if Thorvaldr gets back up at the start of his turn.
Roll that 5 again.
We'll say it's a cock die.
I'll give you that.
It was a 6. It was happy.
5.
No dice.
So he stays down, will not stand up until the end of this phase.
So he's going to go ahead and take a 2-inch move. Where? Nowhere safe. He's going to just kind of tuck in so the guys at least up top can't see him.
Okay.
On his back still, though. Please. Now we've got Ulfni. He's got a cache. He's going to jump down.
Not jump. He's running down.
Yeah, he's not running. He's just doing normal movement speed.
Okay.
Down the ladder. Then I've got Gustav back here who's going to run into base to base with him. take this handy-dandy little loot box.
So the loot was passed off to Gustav, because they're in base to base. They're allowed to do that.
We've got Halvar here who's going to run his 2d6. Oh, a delightful 3 inches.
And he's still not
in sight of enemies, so he's just doing what he's doing. And that will be the end of my movement.
Look at him hiding down there. Good, I'm glad you're staying down there.
Alright, some Space Wolf shooting. Not much this turn. Brynjar is going to take a shot over at Ugzum, hitting on a happy little 2.
He rolls a 1! Ugzum, you're okay, buddy. Good.
And then Ulfni is going to take a shot with his pistol over here
at
Zrogdar, needing a 3 to hit. He hits
on a 3.
And then does he wound? A 4+ will do it. It does not wound, but somebody is pinned.
And he's pinned.
And we're in the recovery phase. Thorvaldr stands back up.
Monster check. Let's see what happens. 1, nothing. All right, we're going to start my moving with Ugzum. He is going to run. I already pre-measured this. He's going to run here, and then down to there. He's going to be about 1 inch from the ground, hanging on the ladder right there, but we're just going to put him there safely. Moving over to Butts Mazak. Pre-measured this, 1 inch, 5 inches down, and then 2 more inches away. And he is right there. And last but not least, Zrogdar is going to crawl 2 inches and kind of tuck himself in there. So we're going to do some shooting. These 4 guys are essentially, until something changes, all going to be shooting right here at Ulfni, right?
Indeed, sir.
So they're all going to be shooting at Ulfni. That's going to be -2 on this. So let's see what we got. D3 shots. 3 shots. Now hitting on 6s, so not as bad. First shot, misses. Second shot, misses. Third shot, will hit. And an ammo check. And we pass on a 6. See if I wound on a 4. No wound, so we're just pinned.
Ulfni is now pinned. Remind me, if you're pinned, do you get any minus to chance to hit on that?
Nope. Okay. Still the same thing, and since he is still the closest guy, we're just going to move right down the line to the next guy. Here we go. D3, 1 shot, needing a 6 to hit. Nothing. I'm working 1 more down the line. D3 shots, 1, needing a 6 to hit. No good, and the final guy in the firing line. That's a 6, alright. 3 shots, needing a 6 to wound. No. Yes. Or the 6 to hit, ammo check. He is out of ammo, so that 3rd shot will not go off, but let's see if I wound. I do wound.
You do wound. So let's see if my 4+ armor will help out Ulfni here. Ulfni
it does
not get saved.
What happens to Ulfni? A 5, so he is down. Boom, 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 boom. Bow. I'll take that for a shooting phase for the Orkz.
Let's see really quickly what happens to Gustav if he breaks or not.
He does not break.
He does not break.
And during my recovery phase, Zrogdar stands up, kind of hiding in that cover right there. That's the end of the Orc turn. Rolling to see for a monster. That's a 2, no monster.
Let's see how far Halvar runs this turn.
He runs 4 inches.
He can tuck back into there. He's out of sight, so during the recovery phase,
he can take a leadership to see if he's regains his nerve. Now, he is actually automatically hiding now, because he is scared for his life, so he is hiding.
Alright. Then Gustav is going to run back into the cover from whence he first came.
So he is now within his deployment zone, so if Rozz can get 1 more Keish back into his deployment zone, he will win the game.
Ulfni's going to crawl 2 inches to kind of get tucked back into there. Thorvaldr is going to move 5 this way to stay into cover and be able to still take a shot over there. And Brynjar, as is common for him, will do nothing.
So before we move on to the Space Wolf shooting phase, I got really confused because I swore Rozz still had 5 guys on the table, and then dumb me realized this guy's hiding back here, so I guess he was hiding pretty well because I completely forgot he was on the table. And now we'll actually move on to Space Wolf shooting.
Starting over here with Thorvaldr, he's going to fire on the high strength profile at, who's that?
That is Butts Mazak.
Butts Mazak, alright. Because he ran, it's -1, so hitting on a 4.
He hits.
And strength 7, so wounding on a 2.
Yep.
That's
-3.
-3, so no armor.
And he was already, that's youth, so he was already at only a 6 armor anyways.
Ooh.
So let's see what happens to him. That's a 3, he's just down. He is down like that.
And then Brinjar, can see this fellow over here. He ran and he's in pretty good cover, so it's -3 to hit. But with red dot laser, photo visor, and ballistic skill 2, he's still hitting on a 3.
He hits on a...
Pretty sure he hits on a 3, so no, I don't think he hits.
That's a miss.
Alright.
So this Ugzum's still doing alright. And that will be the end of Space Wolf shooting.
Recovery phase. See if Halvar gets his stones back. He does
on a 7. And let's see what happens to
Ulfni.
Ulfni stays down. Alright, well, I now have lost 25% of my army, so I'm taking a bottle test. I am still thankfully up 1 model, so I stay on an 8 or less. No, I bottle. Space Wolves win Game 3.
Holy cow.
So here's how this is going to work. Since Rozz won, he gets automatically D3 caches. Let's see if he gets cocked eye. Stop doing that.
It's these new dice, they're great.
No. He gets 1.
These new dice are not great.
Yeah, so he gets 1 cache, plus, since he got away with 1 loot, he gets to roll a die. If he rolls a 6, he gets an additional cache.
What do you want to bet on a cocked die here?
3, so Rozz only comes away with 1.
Great victory.
Now, for the Orkz, I automatically get 1, but since I was in possession of 2 caches, my guys still were in possession of them even though I lost, I get to roll 2d6, and if I get a 6 on either of these, I get an additional cache. Which I do not, so Rozz and I both walk out of here with 1, which I believe puts Rozz's total up to 4, and I am at 3. Alright, going on to the injury phase. Now I had 1 downfire, Butts Mazak. See what happens to him. I rolled a 4, which means he recovers with no ill effects. Good job, buddy. Now I have to roll on the serious injury table for these 2 guys. Let's start right here with Blood Gasha. See what happens to him. I rolled a 5. What happens to Blood Gasha?
On the serious injury table, that is a full recovery.
Woohoo!
Ready for the next mission.
Hopping up. Alright, Rob. Rob, don't fail me here. Rob rolled a 2. What happens to Rob?
Ooh. The fighter gains the frenzy rule.
Woo.
Make a note of this on your kill team's roster. They must miss your next mission.
So I have no leader the next mission, and Rob will be out, and he is now frenzied.
Rolling for Ulfni, who was down at the end of the battle. Let's see what happens to him. Roll 4.
So he recovers with no ill effects. After a little bit of debating, I decided that I was going to skill up Arkonok. He's going to advance. So roll 2d6, see what he gets. He rolls a 10. What does a 10 give me?
He is quick. Choose 1. +1 to his move or +1 to his initiative.
Ooh,
I'd go with the initiative. That way he's less likely to fall off from ledges.
yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So Arkonok is now initiative 3.
I will be leveling up Gustav. Let's see what he gets. I rolled a cocked die. Look at that. Who knew?
A 4. He is now fierce. +1 strength or +1 attack.
On my sniper.
On your sniper.
No words can express my feelings right now. I guess I'm going to give him +1 attack and see if I can get him some kind of a weapon in the future where when he runs out of ammo, he can do something with it.
Good. Oh my god.
Aeodan is loving my sniper situation.
Oh man, I'm sorry, that's just the funniest thing. That's like perfect. That guy has had so many troubles already. He's been captured, he died the first game, he went out, he runs out of ammo this game, so it's perfect.
We like to keep it PG, but I'm not feeling PG right now. End of report number 3. Catch you for the next round.